Many personal finance YouTubers promote frugal living. They usually start from saying, skip your daily coffee and save the $3 to $5, which can accumulate to thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in your retirement.
If you instead just put that $3 to $5 you're spending every day on coffee into a Roth IRA and let that compound over the next 40 years in an index fund, you'd have over $1 million. Now, how does that make you feel that your daily cup of coffee is leaving $1 million on the table?
Never do I do that. Never. That's such a waste of money for something that costs 20 cents.
Spending more money on coffee than you do on retirement is ridiculous.
While others will say, don't worry about a penny here and a penny there.
And if you listen too closely to the people hating on your morning pickup, it might end up hurting your personal finances more than the Starbucks ever could.
I certainly consider myself in the frugal living camp, but I'd like to offer a third option. You see, every morning I enjoy a beautiful cup of coffee, which is single source, artisan, espresso.
You want to get a cup of coffee?
And I still save money at the same time by only pay $1 or $2 for this cup of coffee. How do I do that? By DIY roasting my own coffee beans once a month. Now you might be wondering about the same question. Are DIY self-sufficiency and frugal living really something that's worth pursuing? Is it worth your while? Well, on the other hand, spending consumerism just feels like a natural choice.
You like to spend money, boy?
So what should you choose? In this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts about why I choose to use DIY self-sufficiency and frugal living as an essential component for my financial independence. You see, economic transactions are inherently unfair because that's how the government machine is designed to work. From the step of you making money to you spending money, there are so many taxes every step of the way. Just think about all the income tax, capital gains tax, GST or goods and services tax. In some countries it's called value add tax, and also Medicare levy, Social Security levy, you name it. At the end of the day, I've calculated you need to earn $150 for every $100 spending. That's a massive 50% more value you have to create for the society in order to receive the same amount of goods and services. In order to buy a $5 coffee, you have to earn $7 to $8 in the first place. By DIY roasting my own coffee beans and making coffee at home, I'm able to pay only $1 or $2 for a cup of coffee that's of equal or greater value. This is why DIY and frugal living comes in hand and is a key component of my financial self-sufficiency. DIY means I'm not putting my time into my highest paid full-time job and therefore not making my highest hourly rate I can make. But by counting into all the taxes I avoided and the seller's margin, I'm willing to accept a much lower equivalent hourly rate because of all those transaction costs and profit margins I'm able to avoid.
Do you say we should not pay taxes to Rome?
Hold on a second. I hear someone might be saying this. If everyone is being self-sufficient, there's no economic transaction. So the whole capitalism system is going to collapse. And the government can't collect tax to pay for hospitals, to pay for education, firefighters, policemen, and so on. So it's definitely not a good idea and you shouldn't be promoting it. Well, let me ask you this. Is it natural that typists are now obsolete because printers are so cheap and accessible? And also, do you notice laundry shops are disappearing because washing machines is in everyone's house? DIY and self-sufficiency doesn't harm the economy. It only rewards those that provide better value. As a whole society, we retired typists, but at the same time, we raised the whole consumer electronics industry. And for myself, I don't go to laundry shops to do my laundry, but I still go to a dry cleaner for those delicate items I cannot dry clean myself at home. By being self-sufficient, we're forcing the industry to upgrade its technology and its services. We're rewarding those with skills and technology we cannot replicate at home. So instead of saying that being frugal harms the capitalist economy, we're actually helping the economy to upgrade itself faster. In the personal development space, we all know to invest in ourselves so that we improve our abilities and generate more income.
Learn something new, okay?
Now, not many YouTubers are talking about this, but I like to suggest that for the great majority of us, at some point of time, our ability, our business, our career is going to probably reach a bottleneck.
If we can lure them into the bottleneck, close the door behind them, each group fire in advance, we stand a chance.
We will find that our income generation abilities are not going to improve significantly. You might agree to this. Even the greatest businesses, companies will rise and fall over time.
You watched empires rise and fall?
The same concept applies to us as individuals. So when you reach your career or your business bottleneck, going aside from your main business or career and learn new skills in a different field, such as DIY, is a very good way to break through that bottleneck and continue your financial freedom journey. Interdisciplinary learning usually leads to innovation and disruption. You never know, the additional skill you pick up aside from what you normally do can probably create something that nobody has ever thought about. I know an IT consultant who recently bought a convenience store locally. By installing the automatic door, automating the tracking of customers in and out of the shop, he was able to boost the sales of that store by over 35%. He made a fortune within a relatively short period of time, and his store becomes the star franchise of the whole group. By acquiring new business skills with his IT technology, he is effectively disrupting the convenience store business model, and with that disruption and innovation is wealth.
Can you imagine the wealth?
So here's a summary of my thoughts. Frugal living itself isn't probably sustainable, because you're trading your current lifestyle with the amount of saving which will generate you income to make your future lifestyle better. Now, it doesn't totally make sense to me, because why would you trade your current lifestyle with your future one? But by combining frugal living and DIY self-sufficiency, I take things one step further. By doing that, we can still be frugal without significantly lowering our quality of life. And I think this is the way for everyone who's looking at a financial independence path. I make YouTube videos with only one goal, that is to share my insights, my own thoughts and ideas with you, my friend on the other side of the screen. While other YouTubers are arguing about whether to save a cup of takeaway coffee or just pay for it and not worrying too much about it, I'm here to tell you the best way to enjoy that cup of coffee and save money at the same time is to start roast your own coffee beans on a monthly basis. How do you do that? Well, I have the step-by-step instruction in the next video right after this.